Good morning, everybody. Mike here at TTK Small Engine Repair. We're located at 54398 County Road 657, Paw Paw, Michigan. Phone number 731-298-1702. Working on a John Deere D110. Customer had brought this in as a no start. It wouldn't crank over. He had replaced the battery, and I checked it out. It acted like a starter. I put a starter on there, and this thing fired right up. I started it, shut it off, started it several times, and then decided, well, let's get the motor hot, see how it's going to start then. No problems at all. I shut her down. She fired right up after about 20 minutes of running. And then again, I started and stopped it several times, cranked over smoothly. Customer comes to pick it up, and this was kind of embarrassing. It started, he got it on the trailer, he shut it off, went to restart it. It would not turn the motor over. So I apologized for the inconvenience, brought it back in, decided for kicks to pull the spark plug on it, and this thing cranked right over. No problems whatsoever. So I knew I had another issue. But what I did too in between was I took the new starter off, put the old starter on, again with the spark plug out, and that cranked right over. So I knew it wasn't the starter. And first and foremost, I'll always be the first one to claim that I do not know everything. But I'm open to learn and hopefully stay teachable the rest of my life. But I progressed forward, looked at my valves and everything, and thanks to some help I got, I was relatively close to the problem, but there was another step I needed to take, and what we found out was this needs a new cam. Now you're asking, what's the cam got to do with it? This is a new cam. This has a decompression lever on it. So when this engine rotates, to try to crank it over, this lever comes up and hits the exhaust valve to release any internal engine pressure combustion, which allows your engine to turn over freely when you're trying to start it. This one here is the old one. You can see that lever is not on here. As a matter of fact, it's laying right here. This is part of this pin that goes through the lever, which in turn goes through the gear here. That is sheared and broken. So when you go to crank it, it would build up pressure inside the engine, then click, click, it wouldn't crank over anymore. And that's why when I pulled the spark plug, I opened it up, which allowed the pressure to release, and I could crank the engine over freely. So we got to put a new camshaft in there. I stuck with Briggs and Stratton on this. That was the advice given by many. Don't use aftermarket parts. The Briggs will come with new valves, etc. New shaft for my oil pump drive, because this particular unit, this is a 19 horse Briggs and Stratton. This does have an oil pump on it, and I haven't got that opened up yet, but I do have to take that pump out also. But we had to pull the engine on it. I removed the rockers and my push rods. I've got those all laying right there. And then that camshaft will set right in here. Once I get it put back together, I've taken the time while I was waiting for parts to get everything cleaned up, and so that all I have to do is put this thing back together. Big thing is, if you open these up, make sure too, this is your governor gear. Make sure this did not get damaged if that lever breaks off, because sometimes that can get caught up in that gear and destroy it. So this should take care of all of our starting issues for the customer, and we'll get him on the road and he should be happy. So again, stick with Briggs and Stratton parts. That is a decompression lever that taps the exhaust valve when it spins over to release the pressure. Slightly open the exhaust valve so that it makes ease of starting. Anyway, that's pretty much all we've got today. I do have a pressure washer sitting over there I have to work on. But other than that, remember, if you have any junk or used equipment, please feel free to drop it off to us. We'll take it off from your hands. Between Tim Summers and I, we will properly recycle those units and get them to people who need them. See, I think that's pretty much it. We work on a variety of different things, as we've discussed before: riding lawnmowers, zero turns, pressure washers, Husqvarna and Stihl chainsaws, leaf blowers, weed whips, generators, chainsaws, etc. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to give me a call at 731-298-1702. Otherwise, everybody, take care. God bless. Bye-bye.